Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Alexandra DeRose with Filterless Fitness, and today I'm bringing you a 10-minute core workout. This is going to be a very Pilates focused core workout, so whether you are newer to Pilates or you've been doing it for a long time, this 10-minute workout is going to be a good tried and true core exercise, core workout to keep in your back pocket for whenever you're needing a little extra oomph for that core. So we're going to go ahead and get started. We're going to start by laying down on our back. We're just going to do a quick little warm up. So let's go ahead and pull that right knee into our chest. And our goal is to kind of find some compression into your chest. It might feel a little bit uncomfy with that hip socket, and that's totally okay. You don't have to overdo it, but we do want to work tension out of that spot. So let's start to work that knee in little tiny circles. As we circle through the knee, you might feel even more tension kind of working through that hip socket. We want to work that tension out of there. So switch directions with those circles. Then we will go ahead and switch legs. We'll take that right leg, rest it down, pull the left knee into the chest. Find that compression first. Often my warm-ups are pretty much exactly what we're doing right now. We're going to start to circle through that thigh. And I always like to have a consistent warm-up because it kind of just gives you a good gauge of where your body's at. Let's switch directions with those circles. So in a lot of my videos, you'll probably see a warm-up very similar to this, just because it kind of gives us a really good feedback before we get into the meat and potatoes of our work. We're going to pull both knees into the chest. Find that compression, curl head, neck, and shoulders up, really squeeze it nice and tight, and maybe rock side to side, massaging either side of your spine. And then we'll gently bring head, neck, and shoulders down. Feet come down, inner thighs stay together, knees, feet are also together. I'm going to start to windshield wiper my knees back and forth here, anchoring through my shoulders. As I twist towards the left, I'm not letting my right shoulder come up off of the floor. We should feel this twisting through that low spine, especially as we keep those thighs and feet together. Then we're going to go ahead and take those feet wider than your mat. Continue these windshield wipers. This is still going to work our spine some, but it is definitely going to be a little bit more hip focused when we take a wider stance. Then we'll go ahead, bring those feet a little bit more in line with your shoulders, hands on the belly. We're just going to do a quick little set of breathing. So we're going to take nice deep inhales into the belly, nice and slow. Then a nice strong exhale, contracting the belly, pulling your lower belly muscles to your rib cage and rib cage towards your lower belly muscles. Then we're going to do that again. This time as you inhale, think a little bit more about breathing into the sides of your waist. And then as we exhale, we squeeze through our core, but we're also squeezing through the sides of our waist as well. Slowly taking these inhales. This time maybe we inhale a little bit more into our spine. And then as we exhale, we start to engage 360 degrees around your core, around your torso. Let's do a couple more of those breaths. 360-degree inhale, breathing into the back, the sides, the front, and even into that pelvic floor. Then we exhale like a corset is being cinched around our waist, tightening everything together. Let's do one more. Nice slow inhale. Really strong exhale. Let's go ahead, bring those legs up to a tabletop. Hands are at your side. We want to keep our 90-degree bend here as we extend that right leg long, tap it down onto the floor. Exhale as you bring that leg up. Inhale, lengthen your leg out without bending through the knee. Exhale, bring it up. We want to make sure that we're not bending through our knees. So that's why I want us to lengthen that thigh out away from us. If you're somebody who's very hip flexor dominant, hands on your lower belly can really help us get that mind muscle connection here. But in about 10 seconds, we're going to hold that tabletop and we're going to curl head, neck, and shoulders up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those legs to the tabletop. Fingertips reach forward. We're going to inhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders up. Exhale, bring it back down. When we inhale, we want to articulate the spine up one vertebrae at a time. Exhale, bring it back down. Every time you get to the top of that curl, your gaze should be roughly in between those thighs. We want to make sure we're not looking up towards the ceiling here. We're always looking forward, keeping that chin slightly tucked. In 5, we're going to curl it up. We're going to hold it. In 3, in 2, and 1. Bring it up and hold. We're going to start to pump those arms for our 100. We slowly inhale, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale deeply through that core. Think about that 360-degree breath as we quickly pump those arms and slowly breathe. Finding that 360-degree inhale, 360-degree exhale, maybe extending those legs out a little bit longer if we have the strength to do so. At any time, if you feel anything in your low back, I want you to take it down a notch or take a rest. We don't want to work our low back. We want to work our core. Our gaze is forward. Maybe reach those fingertips a little bit further. We're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and knees come into the chest. Hands behind those thighs. We're going to rock up to a seated position here for our half roll downs. So we want to make sure that our feet, knees are hip socket distance apart and our feet stay grounded onto our mat. Arms are forward. And then we're going to focus on starting our motion with our tailbone. We're going to inhale, tuck the tailbone, scoop your abs back, start to round your spine as you do so. Shoulders stay out of those ears. Holding your balance, and then we exhale, deepen through that core to come forward. So again, I'm going to inhale, rounding my spine, creating that C shape as I articulate back while still keeping my feet down on my mat. Exhale to come forward. Inhale, bring it back, finding your balance, deepening through that core, really finding that articulation, and then exhale to come forward. As I work on these, I like to think about my core being almost afraid of my thighs. So when I find that exhale to come forward, my core is wanting to stay as far back from those thighs as possible. So my abs deepen back into my spine as I exhale to come forward. In about 10, we're going to start to add on to these half roll downs. Again, our feet should stay on the floor. If you're going back and your feet are popping up, that just means we either went too far back or we're not getting that articulation down. You're probably leaning with your upper body a little bit too much. In 5, meet me here at the top. In 3, in 2, and 1. We're all here together. We're going to inhale, tuck that tailbone, roll it back. Hold. As you exhale, arms lift. Inhale, arms lower. Exhale, roll forward. Inhale, bring it back. Exhale, arms lift. Inhale, arms down. Exhale, bring it forward. Let's do a couple more of those, nice and slow, holding your torso really still as you exhale, lift those arms. Inhale, lower, then exhale, come forward. Let's do one more here, bring it back. Maybe a little bit further this time, challenging that balance, that core a little bit more. Arms lower, exhale forward. We're gonna bring it back, we're gonna hold it. Last set here, hold, exhale, arms lift. Inhale, arms lower. This time lift those arms again. Exhale, lift. Holding it back as we inhale, lower. Keep that torso nice and still. Spine is nice and rounded. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Arms down. Exhale, forward. Then we're just going to continue that half roll down all the way down onto the mat. One last time. So this time we inhale, tuck that tailbone, scoop those abs, really control your way down as you melt down onto your mat. Once your head lands onto your mat, we're going to pull both knees into the chest. We're going to go into our series of 5. So knees are into the chest, curl head, neck, and shoulders here. What we're going to do, both hands come onto our right shin as we extend left leg long. We're going to find a pull. The pull is not coming from our arms yanking that leg. It's going to come from the lower belly. So we exhale, pull, inhale, switch. We're going to hold for a second longer on this side just to keep it nice and even. But when we find that pull again, it's more of a core pull, less of an arm pull. We exhale, pull, inhale, switch. Exhale and inhale, exhale and inhale. So again, the exhale is the pull, the inhale is the switch. Gaze is forward anytime we have head, neck, and shoulders up. We want to make sure we're not looking up at the ceiling. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, and 6. Both knees come into the chest. Try and keep head, neck, and shoulders lifted if you can. In 3, in 2, and 1. Knees come into the chest. Double leg stretches next. It's going to be an inhale, arms and legs extend long. Exhale, circle just the arms, tuck those knees back in. Inhale, extend long, keep those shoulder blades up off your mat. Exhale, circle, tuck. Inhale, and exhale. And inhale, and exhale. Keep it up. Like I said, this is beginner friendly, but it's also advanced friendly. The only difference is if you're beginner, maybe you rest a little bit more. Maybe you're not doing it with me right now, and that's totally okay. Maybe next time you do the video, you notice you can get a little bit farther, and then one day you notice you can get through the whole video without stopping. In 5, we're going to reach out and hold. In 3, in 2, and 1, reach it out, hold. We're here for 8, 7, in 6, you're gonna kick your right leg up, left leg stays still. In 3, 2, 1, kick that right leg up, left leg stays still. We're gonna give that leg another little pull. We still emphasize with the core, but this one we can use those arms a little bit more to get a little bit of a hamstring stretch here. Kick, switch. Hold again a little bit longer on this side, just because we need to keep it even. Find that exhale as you pull, kick, switch. Exhale, pull, inhale, switch. Pull, switch. Pull, switch. Again, gaze is forward. Head, neck, and shoulders is lifted. We're either grabbing behind the calf or we are grabbing behind the thigh. I don't want us to grab behind our knee. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees into the chest. We can rest head, neck, and shoulders down for a split second. I always like to create a little diamond shape with my hands and place that right underneath my tailbone, just because my hips like to get a little funky and I'm not about it. So I put my hands underneath. If not, you can put hands behind the head. We're gonna curl head, neck, and shoulders back up for our lower lift. Extend legs long, heels together, toes apart in a V shape. You're gonna inhale, flex those toes as you lower the legs, point and lift. Again, if we can, head, neck, and shoulders is lifted. This is one of those ones where you can rest head, neck, and shoulders, and then maybe next time we try it with those head, neck, and shoulders lifted. Legs only lower as much as you can lower them. If we feel low back tension, that just means our core is not really working as much as we want it to. We probably went a little bit too far. So flex and lower with an inhale, point, exhale, lift. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees come into the chest. Let's get off those hands, bring them behind the head. Last move here, and then we're basically done. Curling head, neck, and shoulders up. Extend that left leg long. We're gonna reach up and over with that left armpit into that right knee, hold. Can you curl up a little bit higher? We saved the best for last. Then we're going to lift up higher, switch to the other side, hold. Can you lift up a little bit more? And switch, and switch, and switch. Keep your elbows wide. I don't want you to bring those elbows back and forth. We're reaching with the armpits, stabilizing through those hips, making sure when we twist to the left, the right hip does not come up. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and knees into the chest. Rest head, neck, and shoulders down. We are basically done. Let's just do a quick little stretch here. Legs lengthen out, arms lengthen out. Let's do some breathing. Inhale, stretch out your whole body from your fingertips to your toe tips. And then exhale any excess tension out of your body. Doing that again. Inhale, lengthening out through your body, maybe rounding your spine up, stretching out the front of your belly, and then exhale that tension away. Thank you guys so much for joining me today with this video. You can always come back, reference this video, give it another try. Like I said, if you're advanced, this is still a great core exercise, as you probably now feel in your core. I definitely feel it. And if you're someone who's a beginner, no worries. You can always come back, try it again, get stronger with time. The magic behind Pilates is secretly, it never really gets easier. You just get stronger and you can do more, and feel better in your body for sure. But the exercises secretly don't get much easy. But again, thank you guys so much for watching my video. My name is Alexandra DeRose with Filterless Fitness.